Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to 12 Days of Beauty, where I post a video every single day for the 12 days leading up to Christmas. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos so far. I certainly am enjoying making them. I can't speak today, sorry. But today I wanted to talk about my winter skincare favorites. So I have severely dry skin, so that means around the winter time I need to do a little bit of a switch up with my products. As do most people, I believe, around the colder months, especially if you live in a colder climate. I live in Texas, so I don't really have to worry about like super cold climate, but I still do have to take care of my dry skin, and it does get a little bit more dry during this time of year. So I wanted to talk about the products that have literally been like life-saving to my skin and that have really helped me out. So let's just get into the products. Alright, like any good skincare routine, I believe it all starts with a good cleanser and a good cleanse system. So I double cleanse. I highly recommend double cleansing. Basically, that just means you're using some kind of like oil or balm type cleanser to take off all of your makeup or sunscreen before you go in with more of a water-based cleanser. So probably like the normal face washes that you use are more of a water-based cleanser, and make sure you're going in with something beforehand to remove that makeup, because your cleanser alone is not going to do that. Even if it looks like your skin is clean, you do need to be taking off your makeup and sunscreen and then cleansing, and it'll help your skin out a lot. Something I've been really loving for this season has been the Oat Cleansing Balm by the Inky List. The Inky List is a super affordable brand that is at Sephora currently, and this is such an amazing product. It's really good for sensitive skin. It has that oat in it, so it's very gentle, very hydrating. You can actually even leave it on, it says, for 10 minutes as a nourishing face mask. So sometimes if I don't have any kind of makeup on or anything, I've already like taken that off, I'll apply a little bit on and just leave it on for a little bit to help nourish any kind of like really dry or sensitized areas from either the cold or, my heat or my AC working extra hard this time of year. So this is really amazing. It is incredibly thick. It is really hard to come out of the package. You have to like really squeeze it, but it's a great balm. Basically, you use it on dry skin and rub it everywhere, and then you do your water and rinse it all off, and the oil kind of melts away all of that buildup on your skin. So this is really amazing. I have been using other kind of cleansing balms before. I really did like the Drunk Elephant one, but this one's just extra nourishing and hydrating for that winter season, so I've been really enjoying this. Next, for my cleanser, as you guys know, if you've watched my skincare routine, I really liked the CeraVe Foaming Facial Wash. I think that cleanser is great. Even though that one says it's for normal to oily skin, I just feel like that one reacts better for my skin than the hydrating one does. Originally, they had just the Foaming Facial Wash, which is the one I use, which is for normal to oily skin, and then they have the hydrating one for normal to dry skin. The hydrating one just really didn't work out for me. I didn't really like the feeling it left on my skin. And I like the foaming one just fine. I feel like it's perfectly fine for dry skin. It leaves my skin feeling very balanced, not stripped at all. But for this winter season, I have been trying the newer Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. So it's kind of like a hybrid of both of their original cleansers combined. And this one is so amazing. Like, I don't even know if I'll go back to the other one because this one feels so good. Your skin feels like it has moisturizer on after you put this, but it doesn't feel like that in like a gross buildup way. It definitely still feels like it's cleansing your skin, but it's such a gentle formula, and it's been amazing for my extra dry skin lately. So the CeraVe ones are formulated so nicely. They have ceramides in them. This one actually has amino acids and hyaluronic acid, and it's just such a good cleanser. I feel like all of my makeup and everything, like residue from my cleansing balm, comes off. I feel like my face is really clean afterwards, but it feels supple and it still feels like skin. It doesn't feel stripped away and like completely like all the hydration sucked out. It feels so nice. My skin feels so soft. It's never been as soft as it is when I use this, so this is amazing. I highly recommend it. Alright, and then moisturizer, that's like the big category here. So my first one that I want to mention is the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream. Now this one is so good. If you've watched my CeraVe video, then you'll know that when I discovered this one, I kind of also discovered how similar it was to the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Cream. So I have been using these two for the last couple of months on and off. Like, I'll use one a couple of days and then the other the next couple of days, and to me, they feel the exact same. This one, obviously, you're getting a couple more ingredients in there. Drunk Elephant is formulated amazingly. I'm not saying it's not, but I feel like this really feels very comparable. They both have that really soft, cream texture. Very, very hydrating. They both are probably only good for dry skin. I would think that if you have oily skin, it might be a little too heavy for you, but I love how these apply. They feel so soft. I almost feel like the CeraVe one makes my skin a little bit softer. I even let my mom use this one time when I was staying with her, and she thought her skin felt really soft afterwards as well. So I think this one is super, super great. They're both great. I don't really have a preference, but I'll probably end up repurchasing the CeraVe one. I actually already have, just because it is a lot cheaper than the Drunk Elephant, but these are a very hydrating, nourishing, gentle, fragrance-free, like intense night cream that has just really softening abilities and makes your skin feel amazing, especially if you lack hydration like I do. The next thing I want to talk about is the Vanicream Moisturizing Cream. So Vanicream is a brand that is really, really good for super, super sensitive skin. If you've watched any of like Skincare by Hiram videos, that's originally how I found out about this brand. Was he recommends this to people who have, you know, reactions to just about any brand, even the CeraVe products, which I am lucky enough to not have super bad reactions. I do have sensitive skin, but it's not that sensitive, like to the point where I get hives from just using, you know, really normally sensitive products. So I'm lucky with that, but this is amazing for when I'm feeling extra dry. Sometimes, like, you know, air conditioner or just outside elements, things like that can make your skin feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, or a little bit more chapped or dry, and I feel like this is amazing. I also use this all over my body. Usually I'm not a big body moisturizer person because I don't like the feel of it, but I've gotten into the habit of after the shower, especially because I like to use hot water for my showers, I've just been applying this all over my body, as well as sometimes, like probably about a couple nights a week, I put this on my skin over top of my other moisturizer, and I feel like it really just locks in that moisture. It is uber like gentle and sensitive, and I don't think anyone would dislike this. It is super thick and leaves like kind of like a sticky, goopy feel, especially if you apply it on your face. With my body, I don't notice that as much. I find it sinks in really well. But if you're applying it like I do, where I do it on top of my other moisturizer as just like a lock-in extra layer of hydration, they just feel a little sticky, but I don't mind that because to me, since I have dry skin, I like that extra, you know, that confidence that I have a lot of moisture on my face. And then the last two things are more of like an overnight luxury sleeping mask. So the first one is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask. So this one is formulated with avocado and glacier water. Origins, they do have a lot of fragrance in their products. That's the only thing I don't love about that. But I find that when I apply it sometimes over top of my other products, it does okay. This is truly amazing though. If I have any kind of like dry patches or anything, this will clear them up overnight. This truly has so much hydration in it, and I have used this for years and years and really always gone back to it, just because I love how if I'm having a severe dry day, I can really count on this to just make my skin feel hydrated and look plump and normal again. So really like this one. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is the Summer Fridays. Mine's all kind of messed up. The Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. So this is another kind of overnight luxury mask. You don't need either of these two things. A good moisturizer will do you just as well, but I like to use stuff like this sometimes on top of moisturizer. I'll do like a thin layer of one of the ones I talked about and then apply something like this on top, just because it has some extra ingredients. This one has some enzymes, so it does a little bit of exfoliating. Exfoliating is pretty important when you're dealing with dry skin. I basically just use my normal acid, so I'm not going to include that in this video because it's the same things with my skincare routine. I'll link the skincare routine up above, but basically I just use my normal acid, so none of that really changes when I go into winter. If anything, I'll just use my exfoliants a little bit more carefully and like a little bit more cautiously, just to make sure I'm not drying out my skin, or if I am using them, I'll make sure to really just pack on the hydration with the other products that I use. So the Summer Fridays mask is really amazing. It gives such like a hydrated and amazing effect. I also like that you can put it around your eyes. I feel like that really helps as well. I don't really use an eye cream usually. I find that my moisturizer does just fine, so I'll either use this under the eyes or this or any of the other products I use, like the Drunk Elephant one. So I think that is perfect. But yeah, this is just basically the products I use when it gets to the time when my skin starts feeling super, super dehydrated. I think it's really important that if you have drier skin, you are like kind of feeding it the nourishment and the hydration that it needs, just because it helps especially if you're applying makeup, it makes your makeup look so much better. I know people struggle with oily skin as well, but this is just my take on my dry skin and how I like to switch things up, especially in these kind of months. Usually my skin will kind of go back to normal once it starts getting to like summertime again. Well, it'll start to be more like normal to dry rather than just dry. But these are the products that I really like. The CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream is probably something that I'll continue to be using. I used to use the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and I really, really love that one. I still use it on my body, and sometimes I'll apply it in the mornings on my face if I'm not feeling super dry, but usually I do need a little bit extra, and that one is super nourishing, but I just need something a little thicker. So yeah, these are all super, super hydrating products. Definitely would recommend to my dry skin people out there. And I just wanted to share my little journey with you guys and things that I found that really worked for this time of year in my skin. So yeah, that's really all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did, and turn on your notification bell for more 12 Days of Beauty content. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!